Today in our 2019 Ram 1500 Classic, we're going to be taking a look at and showing you how to install the CURT Class 3 custom fit trailer hitch receiver. So here's what our hitch is going to look like once we have it installed. The receiver tube is going to be just past the bumper, but not enough to where it's going to cause an issue when we're walking behind our truck. It's going to have a really clean look to it. It's going to give us a 2-inch by 2-inch receiver tube opening, so we'll have a really wide variety of options for any kind of accessories that we want to mount up. Now the way we're going to mount any of our accessories is the hitch pin hole here on the side. It is going to accept a standard 5/8 pin and clip. Now these aren't included in the kit, but you can pick them up here at etrailer.com, along with some locking devices to keep your accessories secure. And our safety chain connection points are going to be a plate style, and they're going to be welded to the side of the receiver tube, so they're going to be in that vertical position. So we shouldn't have to worry about any kind of interference with our pin and clip, and we'll have plenty of room to get our safety chains in place. As far as the weight capacity is concerned, our hitch is going to have a 600-pound tongue weight, which is the maximum downward force of the receiver tube, and a 6,000-pound gross trailer weight rating. That's the amount it can pull, including the trailer and everything we have loaded on it. Now it is designed to work with weight distribution systems as well. That's going to be a separate component that's mounted on the trailer, but it's going to bump our tongue weight up to 1,000 pounds and our gross trailer weight rating up to 10,000 pounds. Now with all of those numbers in mind, you want to double check your Ram's owner's manual and never exceed the manufacturer's recommended weight. I'd like to give you a few measurements. That's going to help you whenever you're looking for accessories for your new hitch. From the center of the hitch pin hole to the outermost edge of the bumper, it's going to be right about 2 inches. But our hitch is going to stick out past the bumper about 1/2 inch. And from the ground to the inside top edge of the receiver tube opening, it's going to be right about 21 1/4 inches. That measurement is going to help you when you're looking for a ball mount to make sure you find the appropriate rise or drop so you can match it up to your trailer. So now that we've seen what our hitch looks like, gone over some of the features, let's show you how to get it installed. To begin our installation, you're going to want to lower down the spare tire to give yourself a little bit of headroom underneath. But then we're going to come to the bumper here. We'll have this plastic cap in the center. We're going to reach underneath. We can push up and we'll pull the cap out. So we can grab our hitch now. We're also going to grab the large flathead hex bolt. This is going to go through into the top hole of the hitch right here. So we'll take our hitch. There's a small lip on the back of the bumper. We'll just kind of tilt the hitch in, slide it into position. Then we can look on top and line up the bolt hole. And we can at least loosely get the bolt started by hand so it'll support itself. Now if we come underneath and behind the bumper, we'll have this structure right here, and you'll see that there's going to be 2 oblong holes that line up with our hitch. Now we're going to need to get a couple pieces of hardware inside of here. So we'll take our pull wire with the coiled end. We're going to go in to the bumper beam here, and we're going to push our wire until it comes out the end over here. Now once you have it coming through, you want to make sure that the tail end is still in there. Then we'll take one of our square hole spacer blocks. We'll slide it over the coiled end. Then we'll take a carriage bolt and thread it onto the end of the wire. And we'll push everything back into the frame here. And we'll pull on our pull wire, making sure that we feed it through the front, coming through the hitch. Lift it up until the bolt comes through the hitch. And we'll repeat that for our other mounting location over here. And once you have both bolts through, we're going to want to remove the pull wire and be careful not to let the bolt drop back in, because it will be very difficult to get it to come back out. Then we'll take a flange nut. We'll just make sure that it's at least hand tight on there on both the bolts. I'm going to come back with a 3/4 inch socket and tighten up my 2 flange nuts. I'm going to use a 1/2 inch hex bit to tighten up the bolts on top. I'm going to come back with a torque wrench, and I'm going to torque all my hardware down to the specified amount in the instructions. And we can go ahead and replace the cap and cover up that bolt. Then all we have to do is put our spare tire back and we're ready to hit the road. That'll finish up your look at the CURT Class 3 Custom Fit Trailer Hitch Receiver on our 2019 Ram 1500 Classic.